Hello friends, my name is Mukesh Bhai Tanna. We have seen first poem last time. Now poem number second, Fire and Ice. Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. Fire and Ice by Robert Frost. First we see the central idea of the poem. The central idea around which the entire poem reveals is that only love, equality, mutual understanding, and sympathy for one and all can help in establishing peace on the earth. The central idea of the poem is that the entire poem revolves. The entire poem is about this. Only love, equality, mutual understanding, and sympathy for one and all can help in establishing peace on the earth. These virtues are necessary: feelings, equality, mutual understanding, sympathy for one and all can help in establishing peace on the earth. For peace to live in peaceful situation, these are important factor matters. Understanding should be there, feeling should be there, equality should be there, sympathy should be there. Then we can live happily. If we do not have these virtues, we cannot live happily, peacefully, and we suffer a lot in our life. What this particular poem central idea says: the poet mentioned that both fire and ice can bring probable end to this world. If too much, take the example of fire and ice, suppose it was as you know, yet beyond limit, it can bring end of this world. The poet talks about how fire represents desire and can therefore be a cause of the end of the world. What says the poet talks about the fire? It represents desire and can therefore be a cause of the end of the world. As you know, greed has no end, and we have that type of strong desire, fire. It brings the end of the world. He also mentioned ice as second issue to symbolize that the coldness and indifference toward the another will also be enough to bring an end to this world. On the other hand, telling ice also bring the unhappy end of this world. Too much fire and passion can quickly consume a relationship, while cold indifference and hate can be equally destructive. Too much feelings that also cause or create problems to bring the end of this world, as well as cold ice also bring the end of this world. So according to the poet, both should be in limit. If try to cross that boundary, it creates problem. Now see the explanation stanza wise. Stanza number 1. Some say the world will end in fire, some say in ice. From what I have tested of desire, I hold with all who favor fire. What the poet further says, see the meaning. Desire means wish, hold, to take side, favor, and favor means inclined towards, to attach. See the expression of first stanza of this 4 line. The poet is analyzing about the end of the world. The poet provides and deals with two possible causes for the end of the world. He considers the age-old question of whether the world will end in fire or in ice. He observed this. Some say the world will end in fire, some say the world will end in ice. Both the two reasons contrast each other and equally possible to each other. On one side of the debate are those people who are in favor of fire. They believe that it will be the heat and passion which will lead the humanity, the world to end. On the other side of the debate are those people who favor ice and feel that it will be the ice which will freeze the world. Some people believing the world will end in fire, some believing the world will end in ice, poet believing both. Both are responsible for this. If too much feelings are towards another person's beyond limit, it create end of the world, as well as too much hatredness could also create problems. That is why poet not taking one side that fire only bring the end of the world, he also believing if you do not pay attention or do not take care, do not keep control, then ice also will bring the end of the world. Frost is providing a powerful statement on the subject of greed and jealousy. He firmly believed the main themes greed and jealousy. Greed means fire and cold means jealousy. He is saying that above anything else, even hatred, which is the trail of humanity, is most likely to lead the world to its demise. Demise means end, death. Too much hatred, too much feeling also brings the end of this world, and too much hatredness also create problem. That is why poet firmly believed both can be responsible for bringing the end of the world, fire and ice. Stanza number 2. But if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Suffice means enough. Second stanza, 4 line of second stanza, telling this that but if it had to perish twice, I think I know enough of had to say that for destruction ice is also great and would suffice. Suffice means enough. On new page, see the word meaning. Perish means die. Suffice means be sufficient enough. Destruction, that wiping out, rooting out or destroy, what you call it. Now see the explanation. The poet is very much sure of the destruction of the humanity. He first talks about the destruction caused by the fire, and in case this fail, then ice will result into hatred that will end humanity one day. First he tells about greed means fire, but has to end second time or fail to destruct this, then ice is enough, because too much hatredness also create problems, and that is why poet says that if this world will have to destruct twice, second time, then hatredness will create problem or end humanity one day. Frost goes on to discuss in a more understated manner the power of hate, which is symbolized in the poem by ice. Hate, according to the speaker, is just as powerful as desire. He firmly believed hatredness is also as powerful as desire. First telling fire, that means desire, it will bring the end, and if it fails, then ice means hatredness also bring the end of this world. While desire consumes quickly, hate is just as great and powerful. While desire consumes quickly, speedily, hate is also as great and powerful. In fact, by ending the poem with the concept of hate, Before ending this poem, he conceived he believing that it brings the end of this particular matter. Frost direct the reader Frost direct the reader to the sigh yet restrained devastation that hate can produce, hate can occur and linger in people's mind and hearts for years, sometimes even lifetime. Hate is presented as having the ability to lead to the destruction of the world. If it were to happen for a second time, again providing a powerful warning against this human fallacy, misunderstanding, and he firmly believed that, directly telling to the reader that certain points as desire and hate. Hate also can occur and linger in people's mind and hearts for years, sometimes even lifetime. Hate is presented as having the ability to lead to the destruction. Hatredness also, that capacity of hatredness which we observe, which we find. Now see the right side of this particular points. Poetic device. We observe this poetic device. See, used in the poem. Alliteration, repetition is initial consonant sound in the some line. See, some say the world will end in the fire, some say in ice. See, same some word repeated, that is why telling that repetition, and S is repeated, that is why alliterations. Letter repeated, then alliterations, but complete word repeated, that is repetition. So both are there. I hold with those who favor fire, a true statement but which seems untrue if it had to perish twice. Symbolism, fire a symbol of desire, ice a symbol of hate. That is why it is called symbolism. Paradox, true statement but which seems untrue. If you go into deep, then we realize actually it is true, but outer we see without going into deep, then it is looking like untrue, false. Fire a symbol of desire and ice a symbol of hate. Imaginary, a figure of speech where an object, person or situations and another meanings other than its literal meaning. Fire and ice carry deep connotations. Fire elicits the feelings of hate and light, but also burning and fun. Ice elicits the feeling of coldness, but also indifference and intolerance. Indifference and intolerance. So it is called imaginary. Imagination is there. Higher imaginary we find. Rhyme scheme, that is AB, AB, AA, BC and BCB. See, according to the pronunciation, AB, fire and desire. Again coming fire, twice and ice, and hate and great. Now NCERT folder we see, then we realize that it could be. See, NCERT folder, thinking there are many ideas about how the world will There are many ideas about how the world will end. Do you think the world will end someday? Have you ever thought what would happen if the sun gets so hot that it bursts or grows colder and colder? There are definitely many ideas about how the world will end. I do believe that the world will end someday, and as anything that has a beginning will have an end. It has a beginning naturally, it will come to an end. The stand true for the world also. If the sun got so hot that it burst, the whole of the earth would perish. If too much heat beyond limit, then the world will perish, world will end. Immediately, as no part of the earth can bear the heat of that intensity higher too much, then it is difficult for the earth to bear so much heat. But if the sun grew colder and colder, everything will come to an end, as without sunlight, life will end. Colder and colder, without sunlight, person cannot live, and that is why, poet firmly believed that both are important as a matter of it. For Frost, who do fire and ice stand for? Here are some ideas: greed, avarice, cruelty, lust, conflict, fury, intolerance, rigidity, insensitivity, coldness, indifference, hatred. See now, on the right side, fire stands for greed, avarice, lust, conflict, and fury. I stand for cruelty, intolerance, rigidity, insensitivity, coldness, indifference, and hatred. See the difference? Both two opposite words are there, and see the difference, then you realize that it is very important to learn this. As you know, fire stands for greed, avarice, lust, conflict, and fury, which create problem. Ice is cruel, no feeling; intolerance, tolerance, not bearing power; rigidity, sensitivity, we do not have that type of positive idea; coldness, too much cold; indifference and hatred, we do not like, we continuously hatred. That is why fire stands for greed, avarice, lust, conflict, and fury. I stand for cruelty, intolerance, rigidity, insensitivity, coldness, indifference, and hatred. Now, question number 3. What is the rhyme scheme of the poem? How do it help in bringing about the contrasting ideas in the poem? The rhyme scheme of the poem is A B A A B C B C B. This rhyme scheme help us in bringing out the contrasting idea of fire and ice. This rhyme scheme, as you know, first we see that AB and AA, that means first and second difference, and third and fourth same, fifth and sixth difference. So this rhyme scheme bring the end of this particular line. Presented in the poem, the poet mentions that both fire and ice are probable end of this world. He talks about how fire represents desire and can therefore be an end to the world. According to him, desire, which is very important, bringing end of the world or to the world. Frost also mentioned ice in between the symbolize that coldness and indifference toward one another will be enough to end the world. The poet firmly believed or mentioned ice in between to symbolize the coldness and indifference towards one another will be enough to end the world. In the second stanza, he says that he knows of enough hate in the world to be sure that even destruction through ice would be sufficient to bring about the end of this world. He, he firmly believed that both are very important and both can create that type of difference in this particular matter. So he firmly believed that fire is also, or fire can destroy this world, as well as cold also, ice also can destroy this world. According to him, too much feelings, desire, which is the sign of or comparison with the fires, is responsible. And second, that is what he firmly believed in this particular matter, that ice is also responsible, hatredness is also responsible for bringing the end of this world. Keeping till here, this lecture come to an end here. Next, that is extracted based question, that we will see next period. This you will have to write one time in homework and have to read 3 times. This brings the end of this lecture. Thank you. Bye. Have a nice day.